Welcome back to OpenXcom, the Human Purity Run, where I'm about to set $9 million on fire. That's right, $9 million. I made sure to set aside alien alloys, Illyrium, power source, and navigation. I actually, off-camera, paid for a transfer cost of these items to Majestic 12. So that should I, for whatever reason, not acquire any more of these, I'll still have enough set aside to build the Avenger, should it ever come to that point in the series. But everything else, the Illyrium and alien alloys in particular, take up an immense amount of space. My stores are already at 149 and 150. So, we're setting it on fire. $9 million more into the money pit. For the good of humanity. And $9 million could buy you a lot of shit in this game. And it does hurt to sack this. But, it's for the best. Now my stores are significantly under burden. Actually, if I check this screen, there we go. And of course, I had to pay for that out of pocket. You understand. Whereas this $9 million, I won't be keeping. Also, the plasma pistol and all this junk, I really should have set that on fire too instead of just transferring it. I was feeling lazy at the time. And these grenades aren't even doing anything for the stores. 0.8. Ooh, spring break. Come on, Grimith. Right, so let's begin setting that $9 million on fire. What is the most expensive thing we can build? It's a laboratory, is it? No, it's the large radar system. Right. Of course. So we're going to be building 10 of these, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Build the 10th, that's 8 million. Now we need to set 1 more million on fire. There should be something in here that costs 500 grand. There we go, small radar system. 8.5, 9 million set on fire. Woohoo! We're free. So before I get too underway into too far into this Geoscape video, it's been a week since the last session, and I want to take some time to enjoy and celebrate the interactions that have been in the comments. You have Vice Commando, who is perpetually advocating the laser pistol route. Chosen that hill to die on. You have the King of Antarctica, who last vid came in with noting that laser rifle auto shot is inferior, and I should be taking aim shots, which I ended up providing some factual mathematical arguments for why I would prefer auto shots, contrary to Foxador's input as well. Foxador, by the way, records some videos of his own. You might enjoy watching some Civil War-related content. Then you have Chetu, who has been contributing as well, who noted that Large McMahon Huge's death was wholly preventable. I chose to move Large McMahon Huge up so as to not risk friendly fire to Carlito's back, but frankly that was just dumb. I moved Large McMahon Huge into line of sight with the sectoid, which ended up getting him killed. And really, Carlito was enough out of the cone of fire that he should have been safe. So, there's that. But of course, I can't talk about the comments and the feedback without talking about what Inner Universe has provided over the course of this entire series. Now, I did note at the start of the Human Purity run that if you have a lot of experience or familiarity with this game, that you may wish to avoid this series, as it may frustrate or anger you. But Inner Universe has taken it upon themselves to not provide, like, direct criticism of, here's what you're doing wrong, LOL, and, like, harping on, like, you know, individual flaws, but instead providing, like, here's some side information that you may not have known, that you may not even know how to look for about the game, which I think has been very instructive, and has been useful, somewhat to me, but perhaps more so to others who are even less familiar with the game than I am. But certainly, whether it's like the psionics, whether it's about like AI-like arguments, or like how the AI-like logic and coding works, it has been valuable, and thanks. This is definitely not a series where there's like it's not a no spoiler zone. I do have like my blind playthroughs. This is not even remotely blind. You know, it's a game about strategy and tactics, and I think there's a lot of validity in discussing, you know, like different avenues. It's also worth noting that somehow we're doing this well despite my lack of familiarity with the game mechanics. And that will, as the game progresses, as mutons and ethereals start performing missions on planet, the risk factor elevates. It's worth noting that we did see, and I think it's from the supply mission that we just did, a small launcher with some stun bombs. We're gonna start seeing all kinds of crazy alien bullshit that will blow us up. And my tactic of camping outside of a UFO and waiting for the AI to change its approach won't always work, like with alien bases. Also keep in mind that I am going to need to take a leader and then a commander alive. A commander is going to be coming from a base or from a battleship, such as what's landed in the Arctic. I'm not doing that mission. The past mission that we just did was an opportunity for me to take a leader, and I just didn't because I was too, I don't know, nervous. Also, I don't feel bad about the supply ship mission that I just did last video. One death, pretty damn preventable. That was just me being a derp and just charging forward to establish line of sight instead of firing an explosive of some kind in front of that door. The other death, that's just a natural casualty of alien mind control. But I do think that you will now have an asterisk next to your name, Diathros, for your team kill, for what you have done. The tragedy that was wrought. Hack-a-Potato and Diathros are wounded. From last mission, we of course are also missing 2. Balto and Tiny. The Keeper of Tiny Shots. Thankfully, we do have some bodies to spare back home, so we can load up on 3 people. That will still leave us with 4 people. So we could actually, the moment the Sky Ranger lands back at base, we can immediately slingshot it back out on another mission, which is nice. Manufacturing-wise, we're still continuing to sell laser rifles, because I don't have enough money to to sell the more profitable thing. And if I buy more soldiers right now, I won't actually have enough money. It's a tragedy. Anywho, there's still the small UFO here, there's a large there, and the very large. Along with the UFO we shot down, the crash site, which we're gonna let expire. However, we're going to wait for that falling dagger to, Alright, second wind is out. I might actually send it to hover over landing site 12, so that if that UFO takes off, we'll shoot that one down too. Now, it is highly likely, and I noted this in the description for last video, that the aliens are interested in building a base up there in the Arctic. The very large UFO has vanished, likely just from view, but it's still there. If we take a look at the graphs, Arctic activity has just shot up. Tremendously so. That, of course, is our total graph bar. But hey, you know, that's our score. We're not looking too bad. But we do still have some more time in this month, including perhaps a terror mission taking place in Europe land. We'll see. Also, I'm talking rather loud this video. I guess my throat's recovering a bit more. I'm trying to switch back to my normal voice. I might have to increase the volume levels of the game back up to normal levels. As a matter of fact, I can do that on the fly. Let's do that now. It's been a while since we've listened to the game at this volume level. Okay, so we have an interceptor camped at landing site 12. It'll probably have to return back to base soon. We've reconfirmed the location of the very large craft that we will not be going after. You finished refueling? Not yet. Sky Rangers almost arrived back at base. Alright. We'll see whether this craft wants to immediately fly away from me. Ah. Well, that was lamentable. Still refueling, huh? How much fuel do you have in you? 93%, you're probably fine. I don't like having missed as many missiles there. At second wind. Very disappointing. Okay, the large one has taken off. Let's see if we can pursue this. Eventually, second wind is going to peel off. And by eventually, I mean pretty damn soon. But we might be able to take it down with cannon fire before we go. Nope. UFO is not interested. Okay, but we're chasing it back this way? Come on. Don't you want to shoot down my interceptor? Come on, fight bait. Fight bait. Fight bait. The tragedy. Oh. You're still refueling, and I think that's okay. I think you'll be allowed to refuel. Let's go ahead and stick all of our wonderful friends, the A-team, as it were, on the craft. We do have some concerns about John J. Johnson and Viking, along with Diathros. They were targeted extensively by alien mind control, by psionic attacks, but there's insufficient information due to how alien psionics work to determine whom, like, among this squad may be the black hole, particularly because we're throwing in 4 other bodies. And it's kind of one of those things like, we don't know yet. We also may not catch this. It landed again. Okay? Second wind, you need to return to base. This UFO should probably be good enough to camp over that. I'm losing a bit of score from this constant launching and taking off and launching and taking off. The large UFO is still prowling around here. Lamentable. Lamentable. A very large mission. Eventually that crash site's gonna fade away. That's okay. And I'm a bit nervous about when a terror mission might strike. We'll have to see. Alright, that's fine by me. Very large UFO takes off. Oh. Oh. Okay. That's good. That's good, I'm glad. Really, I'm glad. It was very large and very low. I had some concerns. I was like, I don't think that. I mean, it was on a different mission. It shouldn't be, right? Large motherfucker landed again. much fuel you have? 99%. It's a pipe dream to hope that Interceptor can shoot that craft down. And yet the aliens are teasing me through their antics. They're lowering my score with their antics. I cannot allow such insolence. So, I guess this may be happening again. This may be happening again. This is happening again. That small large scout is going to escape from us. I'll be damned. It's like, oh, it's time to make my move. You don't have enough fuel either. Damn. That's very small UFO. Well, that's small UFO, rather. As best it does. But it seems that next time, we're going to have another large landed UFO mission in the Arctic. Oh boy. What fun. See you then. Have a good one.